guys, and welcome back to a brand new Reddit Reactions video. Oh,
hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm bringing my child to work
know,
today.
Mummy's got breasts. After our last collab together, when
I was
stood
this
up,
big.
she was this big, so she's wearing an entire baby.
Can you see?
Oh yeah, look at stompy boots. Hello, Luxeria.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, actually. I'm enjoying a bit of the sunshine finally.
Oh my God, yeah,
The
right.
17 months of darkness is over for at least one day.
One day, yeah.
That's it.
Half a
Back to
day.
winter tomorrow.
So,
Hello. So what are we doing today then, ladies? What have we got on the menu?
baby.
Oh,
baby.
Baby, you can't go on LinkedIn.
Today, we are going to be delving into a Reddit the Luxeria found.
I did, yes.
And it is called LinkedIn Lunatics.
It certainly is.
Now,
It certainly is.
if you don't know what LinkedIn is, basically, it's almost like a business version of Facebook.
Yeah,
where
that's the best way.
people use this platform as business of like, I've done this, hire me. I've done this, hire me.
There's like two different kind of schools of work that work within it. One is to like find a job and be like, I'm a good working citizen.
Yeah,
please hire me.
yeah.
The other one is where businesses force you to use it and tell everyone in the world about your beautiful updates and what you do. So it's very like, I woke up at 5 a.m. today and I threw my baby out the window. And I managed to get to work on time. Why is nobody looking for work now?
I think unfortunately, like a lot of these websites, they start off with a nice message and then they just get overtaken by these insane red pill crazy people who are like, what do you mean you sleep?
Yeah, it's very like sleep is for the weak. Like doing anything that's not like selling your soul to someone is considered like weak and awful.
Yeah. Please hit the like button, subscribe, scan the QR code if you're on a TV to subscribe. You know, follow all the good fun stuff.
Ah, yes, the world needs more of this. Cry.
Cry's the top.
Husband, protect family, lead the family, provide for family. Wife, comfort, teach, nurture. Children, love parents, obey parents.
These parents don't actually love their children.
No, they don't.
They use them as like it's like key rings or something.
Yeah, it's an accessory.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is my awful thing I found.
If you really want to live like more of a traditional sort of like trad wife life, whatever,
She
fine,
is such
whatever.
a realtor. She looks
Oh,
like Vanessa
yeah,
Phelps,
yeah,
but like
very
a realtor.
But like the whole thing of like the world needs more of this. Like I don't.
No, it doesn't. It needs less of it.
Why do we have to live life like you? I don't understand what this need is to be like. We must be like this.
This is a real problem that I delve into when it comes to religious people to have a conversation. I had a very traumatic experience with religion growing up. Can you tell? A lot of it is literally just boils down to the fact of I am God's chosen person or God's chosen people. Everyone else is wrong, therefore going to hell.
Yeah.
And it's like, if everyone believed in a God that's different to yours, that means everyone's going to hell.
Yeah.
Where's the logic? But I forget when you become this level of committed to the lunatics of LinkedIn. Agree. Then I guess logic just leaves, doesn't it? Properties by Sullivan? No, thank you.
Property.
Property.
You can't buy
Sherry.
the property.
No, she can't. No. Baby, you can't lead the family.
Sherry lady.
Speaking on her baby, beating up her child.
I mean, she would.
She would.
Obey.
Yes, obey parents or what? What happens if you don't obey your parents?
I love that, like,
Into
children,
the
though,
well.
the only thing that children should be doing is either love the parents or obey. How about the children go, I don't know, learn science?
Oh, no.
Like,
can't
no.
you? No, God, you're getting a bit dangerous ideology
Dangerous,
here.
yeah.
No, we'll have a parliamentary meeting about that. Oh, God. Oh, right, okay. CEOs have feelings too. Women are basically fickle-minded. Ugh! At 18, they want handsome men. At 25, they want matured men. At 30, they want successful men. At 40, they want established men. At 50, they want faithful men. But the men are very simple by nature. At 18, they want pretty young girls. At 25, they want pretty young girls. At 30, they want pretty young girls. At 40, they want pretty young girls. But we need to investigate this person's hard drive.
18 terabytes.
Yeah, 68,000 images.
So what you're saying is when women grow up and mature, they change their ideas of what they want to,
mature.
They mature as they grow up and go, do you know what? This is what I'm looking for in a life partner now. I really want this specific thing. And you're saying that
men don't change.
as a man, you just want to be a pedo.
Yeah, you just that's all you want. I love the fact that you said women are fickle-minded. That being a man being like, young girls until 50 is the definition of fickle-minded.
Yeah.
If someone said, oh, you're very simple by nature, to me, I would take that as such an insult. I would be like, you are being blocked out of my life.
Yeah.
The idea that he's like, but we men, all of us men, yeah, very simple. You are, damn right you are, a problem.
It's the fact that he, like, if you just ignore the top thing here and actually just see what he said at the bottom, the fact that you think that is a good thing,
you are outing
worrying.
yourself here is a huge issue.
A 50-year-old being like, I just want a pretty young girl, like, they don't want you, sis.
No.
It's such a weird thing.
The only way that you will ever end up having one is if you have groomed them.
Or,
you know, paid, which is grooming with extra steps.
Like, wow.
Disgrace. Imagine actually posting that. And like 52 people have clapped it. Check them all. Check them all.
Clap those cheeks. Like, I just think it's so...
Not for very simple.
I put it a click. Ow. Investors hard drive.
Well, I wish you'd do it more quietly.
So this is someone's posted he's an entrepreneur.
He is. He looks the sort.
The devil whispers, "You cannot withstand the storm." The warrior replies, "I am the storm."
I can't bear cringe anymore. I cannot bear men like
with
this.
Like guns.
He's like. I don't know, probably got his mum to come over. Mummy, take a photo. Mummy,
yeah, my new gun.
The storm. You can't, baby. You can't weather the storm. Like, no. Stop doing it. Stop it. You're awful.
It's so
gammon.
I love that this person goes, the devil whispers this, and he just replies, I am the storm. Instead of going, Jesus says to me, you are the storm.
Yeah,
like, it's weird that instead you didn't even refer to Jesus at all.
It's because it's idolatry of themselves, which is like technically against all Christian rules.
Absolutely.
Christians cannot. But what's also strange is that this man truly believes the devil has nothing better to do than whisper to him and him alone.
Yeah.
You're not that special.
No.
If there was some omnipotent or slightly less omnipotent than the other omnipotent being committed for thousands and thousands, millions of years towards doing evil and punishing people, blah, blah, you're not that special.
No, you're not. No.
Little old Kevin from Arkansas. I don't know. Like, you're not that special. No one cares.
No one
Certainly
cares.
not the devil. What's he? He's like, oh, I really need your cheap shoes.
Also,
she is one lippy bitch.
Old maiden type of shoes. I don't understand what guns and
Are you
all
going to
these,
have to blur the guns out in this?
Probably. He's holding those guns. The thing is well about it is it's like, Jesus, would you think Jesus would want you to have loads of guns? Show me,
Well, apparently...
Put it on LinkedIn.
Where's the guns? Oh, it's awful, isn't it? The thing is, I agree, but Jesus in the Bible was also meant to, like, whip out all the people from the temple who were like, come and buy my wares, I'm going to find you. So I think if this person actually came up against Jesus, and if Jesus was like, you are doing this wrong, they would also double down and be like, no, you're the false prophet, actually.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh.
So this is someone, they've posted on, I think this is it's LinkedIn, and they've gone, well, today didn't go as we hoped, but it is the hardest, it's the hardest of times. Oh my God.
Well, today didn't go as we hoped, but it's in the hardest of times that we learn the best lessons and feel the most gratitude. This child has a dead dog on their lap.
Yeah, I'm going to blur the dog.
Gratitude. This is pain. This is grievance. This is actually a very personal moment. And will forever change this child's life. You being like, little Timmy, I'll make sure I catch it. It's very that woman doing the thumbnail.
Cry, come on.
No, hold it like this. Cry more.
I think it's so sad that we live in a world now where like your own child is distraught because your dog has died. And instead of going, maybe I'll look after him, I'll go, no, I'm going to take a photo of him, put it on my LinkedIn and go, we learn from these times. Like, shut up, you...
Wow.
The phrase, everything is content. I actually do agree. I think every single thing that happens to anyone could be made into content. What's so important is the lens that you
the way you
share
do it.
that content through.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, sobbing, but you could quite easily share a story about how this was a really difficult time in your life and what you did afterwards to help yourself and your family around something like death is a really weird thing to experience.
Especially as a child. It's hard to understand.
And it can really like mess you up if you do it wrong. Like if people teach you how to do it wrongly or don't do it at all.
But to just literally film your kid sobbing, that's not it. And if I grew up right and I found out that my parent had posted this on the internet of one of the hardest times in my life, I'd be like, what are you doing? Why did you do that?
Yeah, 100%. But then they turn around and be like, well, I was doing my best. I didn't understand. It was a different time. No, it wasn't. It's on LinkedIn.
It's a different time.
Oh God, right, here we go. Okay. If you want to... Oh, I'm already feeling... Why did you sell your pearls? By Zasha, the real estate investor, of course. If you buy just one rental property per year, that cash flow is $500 per month after all expenses. You'd make 6, 12, 18, 24, 30k a year. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Just start being an owner. Madam, if everyone could just wake up and decide to buy a house, instead of all you people being like, we need to build and rent them out to everyone else, robbing everyone of the opportunity to own their own home. Shut up!
It's very stupid as well, because it's like...
Nobody gets a second one until we all have one.
If you just buy one house per year.
Just buy one house
Just buy one house per year, yeah.
Have you thought, he's being poor? Yeah. Have you thought about buying a house?
Yeah, like it's so dumb.
It's the same as Rishi Sunak working in that soup kitchen for homeless people going, so what area of business do you work in? I'm homeless.
If you buy one rental property per year,
I don't ever want to listen to people who spread this as like, oh, this is the answer to a problem. I can't trust you to answer any problems in life that I actually might have because your brain is so cooked that you think just going, no, stop it.
Unhinged.
Goodbye.
Unhinged. Goodly Bilo.
I'm travelling for work, and instead of eating a fancy dinner out, I've decided to cook a cheaper meal in my hotel room. Even though the hotel didn't have a kitchen, I managed to use the coffee machine to cook chicken with butter and garlic.
That is an asking for someone else.
Oh my God! Although my company allows me to expense the dinner whilst travelling, I wanted to save money because I know every dollar counts on the P&L. It's the little things that get you promoted. I hope that this is satire, because if this isn't, I'm never, ever using a hotel kettle again, because somebody would have pissed in it and made chicken garlic.
Chicken garlic pussy. I could not imagine. Oh my God, that is vile.
Also, how many times did you have to boil the kettle to cook a chicken?
I don't know.
Sensible 74.
Like, I could sort of understand if it had water in it, but it doesn't. It's just he's frying it in a kettle.
On the element at the bottom, yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
There's no excuse for mispronouncing names. I've spent my life explaining how to say my name. It isn't Sean, Cyan, Cian, or Shan. Thanks, Starbucks. So I thought I would clear it up. My first name is Cyan. Sean, there you go. So it's slightly different. Surname McIntyre, not Mook. No capital I. There are so many tools online to confirm pronunciation before you speak to someone. Don't get me wrong, I'm completely used to it by now, but I don't get excited when someone new says my name properly. No, she didn't say that at all. I do get excited when someone says it. How did they say it? Shan. It's become part of my daily life. But next time you are unsure how to say someone's name, take 2 minutes to do some research. Have you ever been in a Starbucks? In rush hour?
I would understand if it was like a job interview and you kept telling the person that's not my name. You've literally gone to Starbucks and like you're going do some research. Oh, hang on. Let me just get my phone now.
What's your name? Right, sorry, I don't know how to say that.
Text to speech, speech to text. You're having this much of a hissy fit because of a Starbucks order.
I agree.
This is what I think about these people is you clearly have an incredibly privileged life.
If this is the problem.
This is the problems that are going on in your world, that's
agree.
someone just mispronouncing your name on a Starbucks cup.
You have more content to make go viral if you somehow like get involved with the almost like abstract joke of getting your name wrong. Obviously, my name is Luxeria. If I say that to someone, my name's Luxeria, yes, give me coffee. They'll be like, I suppose, is it L-U-G-G-G-G-S-Z-I?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, it is, yeah, Lugsy. Wonderful. And then I'll post it online and be like, today, everybody, I am this
I am
person.
Lugsy.
You could make it a funny little series, like every time you go to Starbucks, blah, blah. But now what you've actually done is alienated a brand on a professional platform that you could have easily used and been like, this is all part of a silly joke now.
The fact that you thought you were going to post this, I was going to be like, oh, it must be so hard. Be so hard for you. The woman is dirty. Clean the woman.
Clean that woman.
Like, can you
clean that woman?
Yay! I'm
house is
gonna
falling
clean
down.
that woman. Wash her boobs.
No, 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 no!
I don't know what you were doing. Wash her boobs. How dare you? I just clicked. Hashtag pronunciation. Is anyone searching LinkedIn for hashtag pronunciation? Happiness or something more? Live a purposeful life. Okay, we ready?
Yep.
The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honourable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well.
Imagine being that feels very The Matrix, you being like a battery inside like a pod.
100%. Do you know, with The Matrix actually saying this, they wanted to write it about like human brains being akin to CPUs, like central unit processors.
Okay.
But they, one of the executive producers was like, I don't think the public know what that is, so we'll make it battery. Which doesn't make any sense because that's energy. Why are they all asleep?
Yeah, like
Stupid.
Oh,
Stupid.
The
No.
purpose of life is not to be happy. If you are not happy, then you're not having a good life.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's only very recent that we've decided that life is not about being like happy and finding community and having like a cute little life. That it's about like selling your time
yeah, I
to
don't.
someone else to make money from you.
Why do you want to live like that? I don't. I mean, I'm sure this Alex person, I think, is just actually posting. I don't think they
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, they're joking about it. But like the person who originally made this, I'm like, you must be so miserable.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, you could do both.
You could do both. You could do both.
find something that you like about life and be like, oh, it's going to be my passion project
Mm-hmm.
now.
Babies.
No. Oh God, here we go. Brian not Shankman. No. I proposed to my girlfriend this weekend. Here's what it taught me about B2B sales. Your wife is not a sales pitch. Do you know what B2B is?
No.
Business to business.
Oh, God's
So it's
sake.
like pharmaceutical sales and things like that. Just being like, phone up a business, say, do you want some of this? And they go, yes. That's a
Imagine making your proposal about that.
Yeah, this is what it taught me about B2B. You're not two businesses like selling something.
Oh my
to
god,
each
yeah,
other.
bussy to bussy. Bussy, you can't read the bussy.
Bumper to bumper.
Oh, I like doing that. It's like, yeah, bumper to bumper.
Is it Spice World?
Weird little Spice Girl song,
Yeah.
yeah, on the B side, yeah.
Baby, you don't know anything about business to business.
What cringe. If I was that, I mean, I'm assuming like probably
She's
this
probably
is,
into it.
yeah, maybe.
Should we go home and
Yeah.
fact on LinkedIn? Yeah, sure. Great things to share. Facts. Trump won, Dementia Joe, Biden sucks, and you know it. This is grooming.
These are
children.
This is grooming.
This is grooming.
This is 100. Oh my god! Like,
Biden sucks. 46.
but also Dementia Joe. Dementia's not funny.
It's not.
Like,
They're both very old though, and
Yeah.
neither of them should really be even considered to run a country.
But,
if
like-
you are beyond the age of retirement, I don't think you should be trying to decide the future for like 18-year-olds.
no, I agree. I
That
do
doesn't
agree.
seem right to me at all.
I do agree. Also, like, you've posted this on your LinkedIn. Like, what? This isn't like linked like this for work. Why have you put this on your LinkedIn?
So weird, isn't it? I think it's that thing again of people just don't like read the room.
Like, read the room.
If
Yeah,
you're
like,
trying to impress corporate people and you're like, oh, I insult
yeah,
people at the
Dementia
small-"
Joe.
Yeah. It's like, probably not setting a good example here.
no.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
It's June. Well, it's almost June. Get ready for Corporate Virtue Signaling Month. Isn't it funny, though, how so many of them went
And now
very
not doing
quiet
it.
last year? Last year was the first year that I think we've seen in modern, at least in our times, where, like, there was actually quite large pushback outside of the community because of the whole like grooming stuff that's going on.
Yes.
So many companies actually didn't do this last year because they were too scared, which
Yes.
100% proves everything that we always thought. They don't do it because they care.
It's rainbow washing.
Yeah, they want money.
Yeah. Although I must actually say, the one that really jars me every time it happens is the Skittles one, where they take away the rainbow. I'm
Take-
like, oh, this is getting a bit white supremacist now. Do you know what I mean? There's something so uncomfortable about just seeing like a white bag of Skittles
Yeah.
with white Skittles in. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
No, I
dear.
don't know who
No.
did all that. They're like, we're not the only ones. We don't deserve the rainbow this month, or some weird
Yeah.
art marketing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
their
just
their
stop
thing
doing
is like
that.
only one rainbow counts this month or
Yeah,
something like
I'm like,
that.
just
yeah.
take your profits from that month and donate them to a cause. People
Yeah.
will be so much happier than being like, we chose to not see the rainbow.
I do wonder what this one's gonna be like this year.
I do wonder, yeah. I wonder who. Well, there's a few there that probably will.
I feel like Xbox and PlayStation probably will because they tend to. I mean, gaming is quite heavily LGBT anyway.
Oh, I don't know, actually. Looking at Amazon might do. Amazon are usually quite inclusive, aren't
Who knows?
they? Hello. Oh, God. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Right, okay. Oh, my God. Being odd, being emmed at a young age forces you to grow up fast. 100. But some turn gay. Some. I just don't like. If you are a very successful black leader in your business, are you happy with anyone ever being like, so you were this and that, and then you might have been gay, but 100? Would you ever?
I
If
think
it's the same way if someone was trying to speak for our community, like, as a trans woman, being oard and emmed was great. It
Yeah,
made me
I
a
just-
No.
you can talk about if you are.
You can talk about your own experience.
Yeah, if you have been essayed, you can talk about it and be like, look, this happened to me. Blah blah. I grew from
And
this experience
despite
at the end,
this,
like I did,
yeah.
or like I turned into a wonderful person. But the way that you have framed this is it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Everyone should try it at least once.
No, I don't want it.
Like,
no.
what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What's the whole thing of some turn gay? What's that all about?
Well, that's indicative of a deeper rooted issue, isn't it?
Like-
Because we know that that's not how it happens at all. You have to watch Drag Race. That's not happened. You didn't get the pamphlet.
Oh God, this is someone posting. This is from Ryan and a fractal CMO. What's CMO mean?
Fractional CMO.
What does that even
sure.
mean? And they've posted on their LinkedIn. It says, "I told myself I wasn't going to work on vacation, but with the hotel lobbies like this, how can I not?"
Did Callum post this? I just couldn't possibly write another book in Asia.
Someone says that, and I think the OnlyFans creator, they just start having sex on the
Why
cat
don't you think
female.
about your housemate you're going to abandon?
Oh yeah, he
on.
abandoned me.
Yeah.
Can you just enjoy life for 1 second?
Yeah.
Like you love this lobby is beautiful. It looks almost like a
It's
nice.
a bit like the fantasy.
Yeah, like you could have I don't know, why don't you sit down and enjoy your coffee, listen to some music, maybe, I don't know, take some photos, but no, I must do my office work.
Well,
You're on holiday.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole vibe is just a bit off for me because, like, sure, you can do work on holiday if you really want to, but you don't have to be like, I told myself
Oh, it's
that
very-
I wasn't
yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
this for me. It's
Yeah.
all about me.
Yeah.
You could be like, I found this gorgeous spot to work in. If you ever want to know, go here, talk to this person.
Absolutely, yeah. You
Make it content engaging. Don't be like, me, I work. Look at me working. I'm working. Everybody,
Yeah.
look at me work.
Also,
No one
like,
cares.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
You're
Docs.
just showing your own emails. You can see his emails, everything in his emails. It's not
Is that a
private
penis?
at all. Oh yeah, no. Crozzies in your town.
Suck you
Dermatologist
now.
hater.
Oh, that's nice. Found one on Twitter. Worst part is most people bootlicking in the replies. Oh, I hate bootlickers. They're so cringe. Why the rich get richer? The poor earns this much, spends this much. The rich earns this much, saves, invests, and spends. There's a reason why poor people spend almost as much as they're earning, perhaps more, and it's because
Yeah.
that amount that they're earning is very, very small. I've said this
Yeah.
multiple times. It is so expensive to be poor.
Yeah.
So expensive. The amount of things that you get fined if you've paid for late, if you don't have the money, you get a fine, and
Yeah.
that adds and it adds and it adds and it spirals. Even your bank, if you go into your overdraft, there's like unarranged, it's like £28 fine.
Oh, well, I remember years ago I did it once when I
Awful.
came back from America and I didn't know about like charges that would happen one of the first times I went there. And I literally went over my overdraft by I think it was like £20. And I had to pay like 300.
Yeah.
It was about 300 back
They
just in that
charge they
time.
instant charge. I think they've changed it a bit now. I think it might be like a £6 limit per day, which is still
Thank
insane.
God for that. But yeah, it's not like
It was like £28, and then it was like you'd have like a few days to pay that off, and if you didn't, it would then be like £30, £60,
Yeah.
£90, and it would just climb so fast.
it's so like I did this. This is how everyone else should do it because I did it like this. No, nothing else exists. I just hate this idea of like if people have money that they go, well, I did this, therefore it'll work for you. It worked for you. When people get rich or it happens to this person, it's because either that was a niche, no one else has done it before. That was the way they earned money from something. They had like nefarious things going on
Yeah,
and they're not
or
telling
generational
you.
wealth a lot
Generational
of the
wealth.
time.
Like so many, I think this about actually when people talk about YouTube and like how to go viral on YouTube, how to get views and subscribers. I'm like, yes, but that worked for you because you did something that no one else was doing. Or like, it's very rare for people to be able to copy what someone else is doing on YouTube and make long videos and get the same amount of fame or like notoriety.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
It's the same thing as that, and it's a slightly different situation, but it's one of those things that like, well, this worked for me, therefore this is the right way to do it, therefore copy me and you'll be successful.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work like that.
If someone who says that that's going to work for you is trying to sell you something.
Yeah, yeah.
Their little course or something like that. And the thing about rich people is there's always someone richer. So to the ultra rich, the rich are considered the poor.
Yeah.
So like it's
Yeah.
all just like a frame of mind anyway. And I love to say, as that was one of my favourite sayings ever, some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Oh, dead now.
No culture.
Use your personal time off. It's not like an arcade. You can't get bigger stuffed bears by saving your tickets. Use your personal time off.
I
And
agree.
I agree,
I agree with
absolutely.
that.
And someone's replied saying, I used to give all of my personal time off to my co-workers because it would make make me grind. It would make me grind harder. I gave my co-workers chlamydia once.
Oh, Iris, she's nosy.
But I don't think a nice girl like you should be doing things like that.
This is an insane thing to put on LinkedIn. Impressive. Always choose LinkedIn followers. Agree. Oh, God, man. Dennis Hegstad. Right. Okay, Dennis. if I had to choose between this is how he talks, winning 1.2 billion on the lottery or 100,000 LinkedIn followers, I'm choosing option B. He's also drunk, apparently. Never underestimate the power of having a personal brand online.
But do people on LinkedIn actually, like, imagine saying I want 100,000 followers on LinkedIn. Okay, but what does that do?
I think because we are so far out of the circle of LinkedIn. What is a LinkedIn influencer? Have you ever seen them at any of the events that we're invited to?
I don't think so.
Imagine Netflix being like, and welcome in the LinkedIn influencers. And they all have to do weird corporate dancing and be like, let's have a meeting. Can you jump on a call? Like, no, you can't. It's like TikTok versus LinkedIn. Let's jump on a call. Baby, you can't jump on a call. I don't understand. Like, why would you want 100,000 LinkedIn followers? What is their value? The value of followership on LinkedIn. Do you know what I mean? I'm very busy. I had to go out. My child has 5 meetings a day. I'm chief CMO. If you need to be able to get here tomorrow at 5 a.m. Like, no, we're not doing that.
I'd much rather
hate LinkedIn.
I would much rather have the money, to be honest, than have an extra 100,000 followers.
Do you not understand how much 1.2 billion is? Like, if you could use like $20 and pay for 100,000 LinkedIn followers.
Yeah.
Dumb.
The thing is, you would easily get 100,000 followers if you posted, I won this on the lottery.
Exactly.
Watch my journey.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is also how you can get 1.2 billion and win the lottery. That's sometimes how people feel like.
They would, yeah.
When they're like, I was a struggling millennial living alone in London. This is how I bought a 7-bedroom mansion. It's like, my mum gave me a loan of $2 million. Like, stop it. You didn't do anything.
And then she died, so I didn't have to pay her back.
Exactly, yeah. And I avoided stamp tax because I'm technically not even English. Stupid. I hate it so much. Nike CEO blames remote work for innovation slowdown. Says it's hard to build disruptive products on Zoom. You build shoes. Yeah, bro, you make shoes. You aren't disrupting feet.
Disrupting?
This is the thing with capitalism. Right, everybody listen to me. You can't just constantly expect infinite growth. Because eventually it would be like, we have made every shoe. We are now making shoes for your hands.
Shoes for your shoes.
It's
now
ridiculous.
You wear double shoes.
Yeah, for your shoes.
Shoes
for your dogs.
Yeah,
and for you.
Yes.
It is so exhausting sometimes because I just think, instead of trying to make everything new, why don't you try and almost like re-innovate what you have already? Be like, okay, well, this product was made of, I don't know, lead in the 90s. So let's try and make it out of something different.
Salmonella.
Salmon and salmonella shoes.
I think it was actually quite a big wake-up call.
Baby.
For all the babies. I think it was actually a big wake-up call for companies when all this stuff happened, because suddenly they couldn't get away with forcing everyone to come out from work back to the office, because it really changed how people realized that we don't actually need to go to the office for a lot of the stuff that we could do. When I did the social media for the couple of months I did that job in between retail and YouTube.
You didn't need to be in
I did not need to go in.
Not.
At once did I ever need to go in there. And even times when I was in there, I just sat in a room on my own and not really talking to anyone anyway, and I don't really understand
why.
And if anyone wanted me, they just called me. Like, so I don't.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So things like that, I just find so weird that you would be like, no.
It's because a lot of it is built on the idea of like, we want to take your time from you.
Yeah.
It's the idea of like, oh, if you let them stay at home, they're not going to work.
No.
And it's like, well, most people waste time in the office anyway, making shoes.
Oh, so this is a meme that someone's posted themselves? Oh my God, look, is that Mitch Whiting from LinkedIn? No, stop it. Imagine you
welcoming the LinkedIn influencers. We need to jump on a call at 5 a.m. This could have been an email. No one has ever.
No one has ever. Oh, poor Mitch. Silly, untouchable Mitch.
Yeah.
You would have made that yourself?
Yeah, no one cares.
No. My second grader had 5 video meetings per day. 5. At one point he goes, I think this one could have been an email. So I guess he's ready for the corporate. Well, that has to be a joke. That has to be like content miming.
That has
miming,
to be.
farming.
I do think though that like since the panini and having lots, I don't know how many like Zoom meetings you have to be involved with.
I basically never have.
Basically never. Okay. So I have a couple of them, and a lot of the time they're like, should we jump on a call? And I'm literally like, this could have been an email. This, like, you do not need to see my face. I do not need to get up at 8:30 a.m. to do all of this.
Yeah.
No, your little, like, would you be available on this date? needs to be an email, please.
Yeah.
Not a call. So,
Yeah, I don't understand the whole thing about like let's jump on a call because
Let's not. How about
it
that?
also wastes so much of their time as well.
Yeah.
Like they could easily put like did they not have anything else to do?
No, that's the thing.
I don't
think-
understand.
I think some people just get like a bit confused about what they're doing.
Confused. Oh yeah.
Because then sometimes you'll end up with people being like, we've got this big meeting coming up, so what we need to do is schedule a little meeting beforehand so we can have a chat about what we're going to talk about in the bigger meeting.
Yeah.
And then you end up like having to schedule a meeting and you're like, so what's in the little meeting? They're like, I forgot. What are you talking? What do you mean little meeting? I'm like, you organised a fucking meeting, sis, for the meeting.
As you can see,
I was
this
involved.
is a trigger for
Yes.
herself.
I was involved slightly in the corporate world, should we say, and every single thing that I was asked to do involving like workplace or LinkedIn, I was like, I'm going to kill myself.
This is someone on the I keep saying Facebook because it looks
It's on
similar. No,
Facebook.
It's on LinkedIn. It says head transplant machine BrainBridge. Today I'm thrilled to announce BrainBridge, the world's first concept for a head transplant system,
Oh God, right,
which
okay.
integrates advanced robotics and artificial intelligence (AI) to execute AI. What the What's that?
Execute.
Execute complete head and face transplantation procedure. The state-of-the-art system offers new hope to patients suffering with untreatable conditions such as stage 4 cancer, paralysis, and neurodivergence disease like Alzheimer's,
Yeah,
degenerative,
God.
Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. But like, isn't Alzheimer's to do with the brain?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
like,
it
you're
is.
Like, you're just like, wait, what?
You're putting a broken brain into a different body.
Like,
yeah, that doesn't.
what?
No. This does kind of freak me out, but I'm sure I've heard about something about head transplants already. I'm sure I've heard something somewhere. Someone has done one or tried to do one or something. The shocking thing about things like this, though, is that when people do have transplants, it becomes a very like lifelong. Not like mental problem. You can have like foreign body syndrome, and, like very odd things happening. Like there was, let's talk about penises, shall we?
Oh, God.
There was a guy who had an accident and he lost his winkle.
Okay.
And somebody else donated their winkle to science. I think they'd actually died. but
Oh,
there we go.
okay, yeah.
And so surgeons decided to give him like the first penis transplant. He was a white guy and the guy who died was not. So it was like a stitch on of a different
Oh, it feels
shade. Should we say a different shade?
That feels a bit Frankenstein. I
It's
don't
a
get.
little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little, I know, Ryan, but you never know what heart you're going to get. You never know what lungs you're going to get. You never know what penis you're going to get, apparently. And apparently his wife found it so jarring and disturbing that he ended up actually getting it removed like 14 days later. Isn't that wild?
I do think.
And it
though,
was successful. It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Well,
It was
actually,
successful.
It probably worked
It
as a
probably
penis.
worked as a
oh,
penis.
wow.
Yes.
I mean, impressive. But I also feel like, I mean, I guess you can't, when you're in that situation, you can't be like just too picky.
No.
But like, I'm
It's
actually
difficult,
surprised that it worked.
Science.
But like, when it comes to how do you transplant someone's head? How do you keep the brain alive when you're just detached to everything?
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if you really... Because you need a whole system to keep the brain alive. You need nutrition. You need air, like oxygen. You need to be able to remove the carbon dioxide from the bloodstream. You need to be able to keep the blood flowing.
Yeah. But what
Sure, I
happens
heard
if you
about it.
sever that thing at the spine? Like, will you not be paralyzed?
Well, this is just it, isn't it? Because if you could regenerate that, then surely you could actually help people with, like, spine down paralysis.
Yeah. But I do find the whole thing about Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, I find that interesting because I don't know how you would, because that's the brain, so I don't know what you would...
And by the time, like, symptoms show of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, it's generally, like, quite far along in the process of Parkinson's. It's not like, I've forgotten something small and inconvenient and you would just think of it as normal. It's like, no, it's actually very serious now, so I don't know why you would do all this. But
the fact
it
that
could be bait as well. Like,
it could be
people
not
posting stuff
real.
like
That's the
this.
thing. They've posted this on their LinkedIn. I'm like, is it this them trying to like farm?
Yeah, it could be.
Do you do that on LinkedIn? Do people do that on that?
Oh, well, I mean, well, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm like, no, you don't. You don't do 1,000 squats before you start work.
That's
Nobody
true,
does.
yeah.
Ill.
This is the second year I've been married, and the second year my husband has taken a similar photo of me during our Valentine's Day dinner, taking a work call. While I understand the split between work and life, I've never been good at, and my husband understands that helping other people never sleeps. This is very like Angelica Pickle's mum. Do you watch Rugrats?
Yeah.
This is very Angelica Pickle's mum.
I have a bit of a weird feeling about this because I run my own business. My boyfriend knows that if I really have to take an email very, very quickly because it's like a lucrative opportunity for me, he's not going to make a weird thing of it and be like, I can't believe you're doing all that. But I also know don't take phone calls at the dinner table.
Yeah. I remember growing up as kids, it was always like, no phones at the table.
Yeah.
Put it down.
It's very telling though as well, because he obviously is quite slighted by this because he'll take a photo.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh, he understands, isn't it funny? It's like, you're being a bit inept to understand reading what your husband is feeling in this moment. Like, clearly he's like, I need to document this because this is a problem. She's drinking alcohol, so why is she on a business call a bit drunk? She's going to make the worst business decisions of her life. Next, she'll be face down on off her tits on MDMA. Going, oh, bye. Sell. Helping people never sleeps, and neither do I on him.
Oh, you whipped me with your hair. Jeez, attacked. Homophobia. A few years down the line, they won't be together anymore.
Oh,
because he'll have enough of this.
You're not paying attention to me enough.
I can imagine this is actually probably something that happens all the time.
Yeah, it seems like an iceberg
constantly. I think with our jobs, it's difficult to sometimes know when to turn off things because we get a little bit too invested. But like, I do feel like I have some of an idea of like a healthy balance between the two. I think I would find it really difficult to be with someone who is so work. And they're suddenly on a phone call. Don't forget, no friends. No family and no kids means I can do all the deal. I can do deals all around the clock.
Well, what about those people with family and friends and kids who will not be answering your phone calls?
Bye!
Like, okay, you go off and do that in your car. Embarrassing.
I just like, again, it's one of those things that, do you just not want to enjoy yourself? I love my job. I really love doing this job. But if you said to me, you have to film morning, night, edit, morning and night, I'd be like, no, I am going to kill you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this actually puts into context, we need to schedule a meeting. Please jump on video. Because obviously these people are like, I've got nothing. I need you. I need to see your face, please. And we're all like, don't talk to me. This could have been an email. And they're like, please, no more emails. I need to see someone. I've got no family and no children. Please. Let me make a deal, please.
But it's true though. Don't forget no friends. Because do not have friends as well. Because if you don't have family, I don't really have family. I've got my sister. But like as a whole, most people, I have like one family member. And I've got my no children.
I've got my kids.
But like, I also have friends, like, so I'm not supposed to see them as well.
This could have been an email. This video could have been an email.
This video could have been a fax.
Would have been just as long.
This
45
video
minutes.
could have been a fax.
Ooh. Kate, what happens to Kate?
Oh no, what happens to Kate? I'm not Kate, she's dead.
I think she might be.
So no, you never know.
It's December, right.
Check out the next gag.
22 candidates interviewed and not one of them was the right fit. My team just got started on an SDR set. This is half the thing about LinkedIn. I'm like, what's an SDR? Part-time, no, PTO, personal time off, work from home policies. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
SDR, sausage diaper rash.
Oh!
We started applying sausage diaper rash on our candidates with a client who had interviewed 22 candidates with 0 hires. The biggest reason they passed on each of them, the clients were only asking about PTO and work from home. This is like, the industry has to change.
The industry has to change.
People want to know what they can do outside of work. Like, if you give people honest, like, ideas about what their work-life balance can be. People need money. They're not going to be like, no.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
going to do it, but you just need to be more upfront and honest. And I feel like the job world is just not. Job seekers. Interviewers learn more about you from the questions you ask than any answer you give. It tells them what's important to you and if you did any research or prep prior to the interview. That's the thing. An interview isn't like, how much can I sell my soul to get interviewed by a company? It's to see if you're the right fit.
Yeah.
Which is why one-sided interviews are wrong.
This is the thing. They act as if like they are you like,
are begging.
Yeah, it's almost like begging to work for you. No, actually, it is a two-way thing.
It's a two-way thing. Which is why I can't bear one-sided interviews. I hate the idea. Yes, interviewing is a two-way street. Oh, here we go. But your questions shouldn't solely focus on what's in it for you. Well why not?
They're not going to give the heart and soul to a company they don't really even know yet.
I sort of hate this charade that we have to play that's like, I don't need a job, but I would quite like one.
Yeah.
It's like, no, everyone needs to work. We need to stop this like charade of like, oh, why don't you put a cover letter to write fan fiction about how much you love our company?
Yeah, it's
like,
so dumb.
It's cringe.
It's so dumb.
I don't want to hear, it's all the same. It's like, I've got a real passion for fashion, and once a day I look at fashion. Like, stop it, I hate it.
Yeah.
Shut up, grow up. Explain how you can add values and solve problems first. That's the whole point of an interview. Usually questions come after that. Then uncover how they reward employees. It shouldn't be up to you to uncover how the company interviewing you you, rewards you. This
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
upfront, clear policy. None of this competitive, up to, salary in. No, tell us. Tell the salary, tell your benefits. And do you know what I really hate about applying for jobs in the UK? They list these things as if they're in benefits. That's actually just legal law. 28 days off a year, legal law. Like working no more than 40 hours a week, that's law. That's not a benefit of working for your company.
Yeah, absolutely,
I
absolutely.
hate that so much.
But a lot of these people do act as like their job, like what they are, like they are the gold mine of like. Well, of course you need that. We are giving you a gift.
Yeah.
This is a gift from us to you.
Work is a gift.
Why are you not selling your soul to be here?
No.
Why do you want to know about how much time off you get?
Yeah.
Why do you want to know about working from home?
Yeah.
I don't really understand. Why would you like?
Why do you need that?
Yeah. What do you mean you won't tweet for us all day, every day?
It's very that, isn't it? Oh, I know this one. I know this one already. Proof that anyone can make $1 million or not. Look at this guy. He's a millionaire who went homeless as a social experiment. Okay, why even bother? His goal, prove that anyone can make $1 million in 12 months with just a phone. The story of Mike Black and what happened next. Didn't he not do it? Yeah.
There's a whole load of slides on this and there's quite a lot.
He drained his bank account to zero, left his 7-figure business and went homeless, all to prove that he could do it. He publicly committed to the challenge. The early days tested his resolve. He slept on benches battling hunger, but he knew this was bigger than him. Turning point came when he met a stranger on Craigslist, crashing his RV, indulging in dangerous situations you wouldn't tell people to do, flipping free items from Craigslist, acting like the middleman for profit. 2 severe autoimmune diseases and a tumor left Mike in daily agony. He was running on fumes, barely able to function. Doubt crept in that what is he really doing? Mike had to cut things short. He made 65k. That's it. So far from 1 million, and a massive feat for someone who started from zero. No.
This is someone who, first of all, did not start from zero. He obviously had money and things beforehand, so he knew what he was doing. He was obviously in some kind of business or something that made him this much money to begin with. So him going down to being homeless. Also, not every single homeless person has a phone.
Yeah, I agree.
You had a phone. You were in an industry that you already know that you could probably get back into quite easily because of your phone or whatever.
I highly doubt he actually got rid of everything.
No. It was probably like putting a
Even
shed somewhere or
deluded people
something.
still understand.
In a way, I'm kind of glad that this probably was a little bit of a humbling moment for him.
I don't know if some of these people are even capable of being humble.
I just find it so stupid that these people are so up in their own little gig. They see someone who's homeless and go, well, I made $1 million. Why haven't you? And it's like, because they're homeless.
Yeah.
The thing is, when it comes to homelessness as well, there are so many different things that can happen in life that can make someone homeless. You could be kicked out. It happens to LGBT people getting kicked out of their homes because their parents are like really religious or something.
More than like 4 times more likely to be homeless.
She was saying, like, say someone who's like 18 or something got kicked out of the house, and how is an 18-year-old going to suddenly make $1 million?
Oh, it's embarrassing,
like,
isn't it?
probably may have still been in college, just finishing college, or not having all the qualifications. No one goes from 18. So a few people like get very lucky or something, or have like their unbelievably intelligent with an 8th degree. But like for the majority of people, you're not going to go from 18 to suddenly be a millionaire. Like you're going to have to work a long time to even get anywhere near that. That could have been a homeless person. Homeless person could have been unfortunate situations. They got addicted to drugs, and now all of a sudden their body has like kind of deteriorated a lot.
Yeah.
And like
even mental health.
Yeah. They're going to suddenly make $1 million somehow. Like what I've done it.
Why haven't you?
Like, because you weren't homeless, and now you tried to prove it. And
you didn't.
You didn't. You made something. You already came from a place where you knew how to make money. You were already.
You haven't given away your knowledge.
You weren't someone who's working in retail who hit hard times and ended up homeless. How is someone who is in that industry going to have any idea how to make $1 million?
Like, he must have also had like a huge following as well.
Yeah.
If he had his phone and a following online of being like a multi-millionaire, he probably already had followers, which means he already had a way of not being homeless.
It's so like just so out of touch and just
like
offensive.
Yeah, I'm not like, cheering the fact that he's clearly become quite ill during this experience or found out that he was underlying quite ill. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, read the room.
Yeah.
Like, if you're meant to be this intelligent, that you've made so much money and you're so like aware of the how to do something, pay attention to why homeless people are homeless then. Instead of being like, you're doing it wrong. Listen,
I bet he
watch,
just
look.
gave all of his money to his friends or something. Was like, just keep
Maybe
all
it's
of his
money
money.
laundering.
Yeah.
He's just like, I didn't want to pay tax this year, so I'm going to earn nothing.
But also, if you had all that money, you could have done one thing when like, you know what, I'm actually going to help homeless people.
Yeah.
Instead of going, well, you're wrong, and this is like, you could have actually helped homeless people and got a lot of people a good start in life.
Yeah.
But you've just gone, no, actually, I'm going to prove why all of you are scum.
Yeah.
Bastard!
Okay, so work from
okay.
home is old. Work from the ICU is a new trend. Oh, God.
Oh, this is a satirical lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
A satirical lady.
Yes.
Yesterday we had a Zoom meeting and Sanjay was reluctant to turn on his cam. I insisted that he did, and we saw that he was presenting from a bed in the ICU where his mother lay dying. He apologized profusely for the inconvenience. I said, "Don't apologize for being human, Sanjay. I didn't fire him. I just cut his salary to show compassion to your employees."
I mean, like, it's satire, but that's what they do.
That's literally
They're like, oh, can we jump on a meeting?
Yeah.
Really? Why haven't you got your camera on? Oh, we're in hospital.
yeah.
Well, you should have planned your day better,
Yeah,
shouldn't
so
you? Sorry.
stupid.
Yeah, no, we can't reschedule, no.
Oh, we do have a laugh, don't we? Yeah.
No.
Stupid.
We don't have a laugh, we just die.
Weddings are a waste of money.
Oh, did I write this? Oh,
When my wife
yeah.
and I got married,
Oh,
we
it's
didn't
Callum.
waste.
Creative writing is my
Oh
passion.
yeah. When my wife and I got married, we didn't waste 50k on a wedding.
Yeah.
Instead, we sent every invited guest $500 and told them to invest in their favorite stocks.
I mean, sure.
Teaching 100 people financial literacy is more important than a single night of celebration. Follow me for more personal finance advice.
Creative writing is exactly right, because this is creatively nonsense.
This is crazy. I'm sorry. If someone said to me, "Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to invest in stocks," some random person, because like if
Well, no, the thing is, he's not even teaching. He's just saying, we gave you $500 to invest in their favourite. So it's like, I really like shoes made of jelly.
Yeah.
Waste the money. What's the point?
it's so patronizing as well to be like, "Oh, you need to do this." Like, how about like they're quite successful? Maybe some of your friends are successful on their own.
yeah.
Without
Without their
having
friends
to-
are going to be like,
Oh.
he's
Also,
a
like,
bit wrong.
It's 100 people, so you're not gonna know all those 100 people. There's no way you can have a close relationship to know enough 100 people. Like, to be like, "Here's a $500, go invest in stocks." That's weird.
If you had friends and family and you wanted to make like sensible decisions about getting into like cryptocurrency or something, you could quite easily do it then as like a little like, I'm just gonna open up a little Bitcoin wallet for you and just put
Yeah.
500 in your Bitcoin. And then
Yeah.
you never know, a couple of years maybe. Being like, oh, we gave 100 people $500. That's basically what he's trying
Yeah.
to say. He's trying to be like, we didn't waste our money. We just gave it away.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. It's very.
I've got
look at me,
so
I'm-
much of it. I don't know what to do. I'm giving you money
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah. I just hate the whole thing. Teaching 100 people financial literacy is more important than a single night of celebration. It's like, it's so like, I'm the god. I am amazing. I
the
did
main
this.
character.
It's like, get over yourself. Like, weird behavior.
I think LinkedIn is very like, I'm the main character.
Yeah.
It's just basically forces everyone to try and be the main character. Oh, there's a lot of reading. Shake my head at all these spoiled people. Right, okay. Frank, the other day, I interviewed a potential manager to work at my company. He requested to pay $40 an hour, to which I replied, the most I pay anyone initially is $20 until I can trust them. And he then went on to tell me about his depth of experience and how he is not in the tryout phase of his life anymore. Then he hung up. When I was 24, I used to work 20 to 40 hours a week as an intern with no pay. I learned more than any high-paying job could have ever taught me. Furthermore, my experiences opened the door so many incredible opportunities that I could not have gotten out there. Stop it. I hate it.
Imagine.
Pay people for their work.
Imagine in 2024, you would say to someone, when I was 24, I worked 24, 40 hours as an intern with no pay. You could never now.
Yeah, so you
in
have
today's
the-
society.
Do that.
Yeah.
No,
In today's
no, I
society.
just meant because I was going to interrupt like a naughty little ADHD child.
I still find it unfathomable that, like, only a couple days ago, I got another email from like a company, I won't name obviously, but being like, they will pay me with the exposure.
Oh yeah, awful.
How is that still happening? But also, like, you're like, I'm not the person that's like, oh, I'm so famous, but like, I'm also someone who has quite a good following on the internet already. I don't need your exposure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
I
It's-
know,
that's
like,
just the truth,
that's the
isn't it?
weird shit. I'm like, I don't
I get over
need
1 million views a month. I don't need you to be like, well, our 12
We'll promote
people.
you. It's
I don't
really
want your
weird.
promotion. You
It's-
need mine. That's why you're emailing me.
But it happens still. I had one the other day asking, I'll get paid with like commission. It's like, that's, you don't pay, like,
No.
you still have to do the work. Imagine being like, so painter, I want you to go and paint my house and I'll only pay you 10%
Yeah.
when someone comes over and says, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, you would never, you like, what?
I know, and no other job is taken as like non-seriously as like
Yeah.
the marketing aspect of what we do. Like, yeah, we have fun on the internet, but at the core of the day, it's a very, very lucrative business. We're on one of the biggest platforms in the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you still go like, What about we give you like 11 imaginary coins and this free handbag?
And a bean.
Yeah, and we want an entire unboxing video.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you watched my chat? When have I ever done an unboxing on video?
Yeah, it's really dumb.
On video?
On
An
video.
unboxing video.
Undressing
Undressing
stuff,
video.
Yeah.
Not
It's
on
so
YouTube.
dumb. But this the whole thing about like I only pay this until I
Hate
trust you. It's like no, pay people when they work with you.
If
Because-
I can afford to pay my artists to make my merch and things like this, and like commission them, make sure that they are very like looked after, so can you.
So
if you're
can
a
you.
legitimate business with
Yeah.
actual like HR and payroll, you can do it too.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, is like by you doing this to someone and being like, well, I only pay when I trust you. Well, how long's that going to be?
Yeah.
You're just going to string this person on for
Well,
2
that's
years and be like, well, actually, sorry, goodbye.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's always the same way. When I was a freelance makeup artist who would do like lots of jobs as and when, I always found the people that tried to cheap out or people that tried to like cut corners and cut my funding were the hardest people to then to get to work. And I'm
Yeah.
the people that you really want to work for or be good clients, the ones that are like, this is your fee, great, I'll pay it.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they're not expecting you to give them more for less.
Here you go, Luxeria.
Okay, right, God. All right, Blake Thompson looks like someone who would come and gawp at me and shabba dabba rah, but also be like, oh yeah, what's between
what the hell often do you dress?
extra? Very that. I just turned 30 and I'm worth 19 million. Well, why don't you spend that on not being on LinkedIn? Here's how I got there, not to brag. Oh, don't look at me. I'm not bragging, girls. Look at my money. Awful, awful people. I woke up at 4. No, you didn't, liar. Every morning for 6 years straight. Oh, is it because you were hallucinating the entire time? Started a recruitment agency. So you did no work. You exploited other people's
Yep.
value and labor to make your money.
Yep.
What are we learning? Problem. Took 2 cold showers per day. Invested in Bitcoin at $59,000. Engaged in all walks of life. You never know what you'll learn. What's like? Hey, that's just talking. Inherited 22 million from my parents. Oh, there we go. There. Okay, so she is a satirical woman. Okay, so so he spent 3 million. Post high value content on LinkedIn. Consistency is key. Execute. If you can do it, I can do it too. No, other way around. Okay, I didn't realize it was satire at first.
I didn't
do
actually,
love
until-
that.
yeah, no.
Until I got to that bit, I get very excited because these people do exist. This is satire, but like. These people are like this. They
Yeah.
are like, I woke up at 3 a.m. to flick my own bean and then I made money.
Well, guys, we are well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo choo, swing down the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to our death.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back just like LinkedIn. Oh, squat for LinkedIn. Oh, don't forget to ring people on your
I do
Valentine's Day.
800 squats before lunch.
Don't forget to rim the boot liquor.
Oh, God. Wow. Car booty. Well, why not?
Well, that
Why
was
don't you
something.
share to us what you would type on LinkedIn?
Yeah,
should we make a request? All the comments here have to be typed like you are a LinkedIn CEO.
Yeah.
Please. You simply must. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Are you dating anyone like this? Again, your comment has to be like you're in a LinkedIn profile.
Yes. And you're talking to the biggest deal maker of the century.
Yes.
So, today, a woman.
Today I died.
Yes, she did.
But I also did my squats. I did my squats in my funeral.
I did die
Yeah.
this morning at 4 a.m., but
Yeah.
I also came back to make this meeting here today. Thank you so much for joining us on the call.
Literally just like a screen and a coop, like a tomb.
Very much, yeah. Well, it's people putting iPads on tombstones.
Oh no, stop.
It's only a Zoom call. Can you Zoom with the dead?
Why are you late?
Yeah.
It's like just a corpse.
Awful.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching
Dr. Pet.
today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and we're doing the pageant over your.
We're doing the pageant,
Yes,
girls.
we're going with
Gonna
Luxuria's
go to an
channel now.
ASBO pageant.
Yes, we were watching through a show called Asbo Teen to Beauty Queen, and today is the final, and
It
it's
is.
the pageant. So I don't know whose video is going up first, but if my video's
I
up
don't
first,
know.
Luxuria's channel will be linked down below. If her video is first, I'll link the video.
Only
So-
12 people are going to watch my video,
No.
so I probably won't even bother.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, I tried to be homeless. Didn't work. I just got really ill and gave up.
That's what you should do.
That is, yeah.
No,
We'll
just
have to
give
do-
give up.
Yeah. I'm going to choose to do all that. I'm going to choose to give
I'm
up.
going to
It's my
choose for
choice.
myself. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch that say that you can't be. Why is that, Luxeria?
Because you're on LinkedIn.
Because you're on LinkedIn.